Hello, everybody. What about the Game Bros Station, the Game Bros Cast, and another episode of Ducktales? This time with a really long title.
Would you like me to say it, Jared?
Yes,
Is
please,
that
Mark.
what you're not so subtly trying to say?
Mark, get to the point already.
Oh,
Yeah.
excuse me.
Get to
for
the
instance.
point, Mark.
Well,
Get to the point, Mark.
would you like to say get to the point?
Mark, point two. Get.
Well played. Today we're reviewing DuckTales episode 15, The Golden Lagoon of White Agony Plains. In this episode, Scrooge goes to an exhibit funded by Flintheart Glumgold, simply just to get the free food at the buffet. Like, we've all been there. There's always that one person at the party who's just there for the food.
I mean, that's pretty much my daily thing. It's like, hey, invite me to parties. Is there free food?
That's
I'm
like,
there.
Remember Muppets Christmas Carol with Gonzo and Rizzo, where the narrator says, "Christmas, a time for giving, celebration," and then Rizzo just goes, "And I'm here for the free grub."
Oh, good old Rizzo.
Good old Rizzo, channeling Scrooge McDuck. So at the party, we find out that Scrooge's old flame, Goldie O. Gilt. No, it is. No, it's Glit.
Goldie.
Goldie. Thank you.
Golden.
Golduck. Okay. Whoa, that worked a little too well. Goldie is there and is trying to steal a map from a woolly mammoth skull so that she can go to the Golden Falls somewhere in the Yukon. And of course, she's an old flame. Scrooge is. They keep going back and forth. Scrooge has the other half of the map, so they have to reluctantly team up, and it's the whole will they, won't they, will she betray him, won't she betray him? Do they still love each other? Don't they love each other? That whole rivalry thing. And Glumgold's a third wheel.
Very
Yep.
much.
We find out that Goldie has a Gorgon's amulet or something that prevents her from...
Aragorn. Was it Aragorn?
No.
No, not
That's
Aragorn.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, might as well at that point.
Well, she has an amulet that will make it so she can't be burned.
Agamemnon?
Agamemnon?
Oh, are you thinking of the King Midas that touches things, they
Yeah.
turn to gold?
Oh,
King
no.
Midas.
No. I'm not
Oh.
thinking King Midas. Anyway, the point is she has an amulet.
She has an
that
amulet
does
that
things.
she has the red tunic, as it were, and she falls into the molten gold falls. You think she's all burnt up and dead. She's not. She steals the gold right out of Flint and Scrooge's nose, and the episode ends, kind of.
And how she was able to slip out of that statue, no one really knows.
Not because she's Goldie. That's
Because cartoon
half the things
watcher.
was them just saying, "You're gonna save the day because you're Scrooge." They literally did that. You're gonna save it because you're Scrooge McDuck. You do it. What's the problem here? But yeah, that was kind of it. There were two kind of cool things. The Rainbow Falls or whatever is an old Disneyland ride, and I think at the end when Scrooge is in that room, he sits in that chair. The shot kind of looked like. Do you remember the Christmas Carol one with Scrooge? It
Yeah.
looked like that. It looked like it was staged the same way in the chair and everything, like for when Scrooge is visited by Jacob Marley as Goofy. You remember that part?
Gotcha.
It looked like that to me. I don't know if those were two references or not, but yeah, that literally was kind of the episode. Jared, your thoughts?
So kind of a simple episode, but a good one. They just went on an adventure. No kids this time. It's a Scrooge-focused episode with him and one possible love and one of his rivals, the iconic rival, Glomgold. And I thought the humor is used well. I thought animation, once again, looks great. And I had a lot of fun watching this unfold. It's a trope again, but, I mean, what is it nowadays?
Yeah.
Sort of. But, they used it well. I liked it.
Yeah, this review's a trope. Let's be honest.
Yeah. But, I had fun with it.
Yeah, I might be kind of done with Glomgold for a little bit at this point.
Yeah, he has been in the last two, hasn't he?
He's been in quite a few at this point.
Quite a few, I
now.
would say.
Ugh.
Like almost
Damn.
every other episode, Glumgold's involved.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I'm surprised you haven't seen minus the ending of last episode where they were gathering up money with the rest of them. I'm surprised you haven't seen the Beagle Boys more front and center.
Yeah, we had Mob
Sentinel.
Beagle come back for all of a hot second, but even then, that was just like one thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of been. You could really use a different character right now at this point, I think, and
Oh, yeah.
just introduce some new villains, or
Oh, yeah.
even just use some other ones. I don't know.
Have there been any new villains this season? Because now that I think about it after you said that, we got the light bulb again.
Yeah,
We got Glomgold so far again.
Uh-huh.
And the Beagle Boys are kind of just there.
yeah. The Beagle Boys, Mob Beagle, and then there's that Mark Beeks guy. That's kind of like the
Oh yeah.
Zucker
Duck.
Instagram generation billionaire.
He's a Silicon Valley guy.
But
That guy.
Silicon Valley guy. They don't talk like this in Silicon Valley.
But Silicon Valley, they can do whatever they want.
Yeah, forget about it. I have no idea where we were going with that. But yeah, I mean, it was like you said, Jared, it was just, it was an adventure. It was really kind of cool in that regard.
It was like, hey kids, you want to see Scrooge and this lady go on an adventure to find treasure with betrayal and intrigue and
And a bear.
a bear? That was cool. Apparently, Scrooge now can speak of bear.
Well, you can't.
Can.
You can't.
No.
Growl, 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 growl.
What's he saying, Matt? Well, shit. I'm the on. Okay.
All right. Well, that was a hot debate. I am really sorry for anybody with the weak constitution who had to listen to that. We apologize.
Very much so, yeah. That was uncalled for
Yes.
me. Anyway, carry on.
Unprofessional language.
Carry on, whoever was talking.
Well, Matt, now it's your turn. If you care to give your wisdom.
All right, so overall, I think this was a pretty solid episode. Kind of gave me the whole Batman Catwoman vibe where it was an episode focused on those two. Obviously, Goldie is Catwoman. Kind of an anti-hero type character. Occasionally does the right thing, but ultimately has selfish desires to just kind of sate their instincts. And yeah, no, I mean, we could talk about tropes and cliches all the time, and that's pretty much what this episode is, but I think it was just still entertaining to see them go about it this way, focusing on Scrooge solely over the three kids.
Yeah.
And I was kind of happy about that. And I agree with
Excuse me. Sorry.
Stop dying, Jared. I'm trying to give my thoughts here.
Yeah.
No, my bad.
Consider it, why don't you?
So goddamn rude. Anyway, so it was, yeah, I agree with you guys where I feel like Glumgold is kind of exhausting his admittance right now. And, yeah, no, I just thought Goldie was kind of like that typical Catwoman. Her name is Goldie. She also loves gold and is a thief and has her own desires and misdirects everyone. It's an obvious trope.
Femme fatale.
Was she in the original?
I think she was in the original show for all of one episode. I know in the comics, she's from that gold town, but she was just like a prospector there at the time, and Scrooge kind of left her in the town high and dry.
Oh,
I don't remember her having the whole
that's a good
femme fatale vibe.
Good rewrite there.
Yeah.
Give her the Catwoman treatment.
No, but
Hey, look up her voice actress, by the way, because I was quite curious who that was. I'll keep talking in the meantime. In terms of the animation, if I could say real quick, I actually thought it really upped itself during the pickaxe duel. Because I've noticed like some of the inflection is just the fluidity of the motions and the facial expressions really went up during that part. And I really like that. I mean, granted, they were using like shadowing and things like that. So it's like, man, that must have been really exhausting for the animators. But good job on that. Only a couple of like weird plot holes that well, not plot holes, but like physically impossible things I didn't quite get is, okay, the other half of the map was stuck in the mammoth's tooth. When they excavated the mammoth skull, how did they not notice that and like surgically remove it or something? I was like, how did it not disintegrate? That part made no sense to me in my head. Like, if part of me is saying like, oh, it got inside his skull and maybe like went into like one of the brain chambers, I could believe that. But it's like, oh, it's stuck between his tooth. Let's make a display where dozens of people can see it and it's blatantly right there. It's like, how did no one notice?
Well, it was their plan to get Scrooge, who had the other half of the map. Maybe you can make that argument.
Well, Glumgold didn't really know much about it.
His knowledge of the plan seemed to be tenuous at best.
Well, he's Scrooge, but not good at all.
Yeah.
And the other thing that obviously I think I mentioned already is that I didn't quite understand how did Goldie get out of her casing so easily like that, unless she like made a clone or maybe the amulet. Because she mentioned dimensions, so like maybe not only could she resist to burn, but she could also jump between dimensions.
That'd certainly be a very well thought out plan.
But they didn't really
Explain it.
Maybe they did explain it, but you just had to fill in the blanks. I just wish it was a slightly more obvious that that could have been the case. I'm not confirming that's what's happened. In my head, that's the only thing I could think of to justify that. Other than that, it was a great Batman Catwoman episode.
Yeah. She is voiced by Allison Janney.
Okay, I'm not familiar with that. I've heard her voice before.
You've known her as Peach the Starfish in the Finding Nemo series.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's why I heard
else you
it.
got?
Let's see. You've been on Star Tours lately at Disneyland?
No.
Oh.
No. What's wrong with you?
What's she
no.
there?
Flight attendant droid.
Oh.
Was she in 2.5 Men?
Yes, I believe she was the maid.
Yeah, she was in
The
Nanny.
housekeeper.
She was the housekeeper. Okay, that's why I recognize that voice. Well, very good for her.
She's friggin' hilarious. I love that lady.
Yeah, no, she's great.
Yeah, no, I think that's fantastic that they got like a veteran voice actress to do work instead of like just some random newbie.
No, yeah, and like she did a very good job.
Yeah, because I mean, you got David Tennant playing Scrooge McDuck. You should probably get some like other veterans
And,
on there once in a while.
Ferguson is Glumgold.
Right,
Greg Ferguson?
right.
Yeah.
I remember that
Glumgold.
now.
Oh, I can hear it now that I think about it, yeah.
But those are my thoughts on it. Solid episode. Can't wait for the next one. Yay.
Well, join us next time when we review the next episode. Jared, would you be so kind as to take us on home?
Of course. Tune next time when we do it.
Apparently, Jared broke for a second. I have to boot him up again.
Beep, boop, bop, boop, bop. Sorry, I'm back.
Do you need
bugging
us
the
to blow in
system.
your cartridge hole?
No. Yeah, sure, Mark.
Get
You
the
can
dust
blow
out
me.
of there?
That's a real bear thing to say.
Yeah. Leave a comment below me if you want to.
Leave a comment below you.
Okay. We can keep going with these, but yeah, tune next time when we watch more DuckTales, talk about games, movies, whatever. To be continued, everyone.